the Darkseer? I don't think that's... I don't know if they can, but...
You can always just creep skip this Darkseer if it's actually
a hit. So you're investing 100 gold to guarantee that it's gonna be very effective. And
Swindle's applying a little pressure, but yeah, it's the mid lane where we got to keep our eyes out as Chessie has been caught out. Hadouken, #1. And Chessie dropping the early ice wall to try and retreat through this, but the Centaur just keeps on galloping and he gets off the stomp. Chessie out of mana, out of options, and back to the well. First blood, very artfully earlier D-Ward, and right he is, as he's going to swing around on Swindles, who's running low on mana, has 1 surge available.
It's going to take a pretty long time, though, because
the wave is pushing.
Yeah, the Ion Shell creep is not dying. They're like focusing it down right now. I wasn't paying attention to whether or not they were doing that earlier in lane.
Meanwhile, Moo getting picked off bottom, but still waiting for that wrapper on Misery.
Uh-oh.
Is he going to go?
He casted Surge already. And
yeah,
he is
Swindles.
Really low on mana.
There is a Troll Trap available, and they're going to let it go here pretty early. He surges, but the heal bomb comes through. A lot of damage there. DC will grab their second kill of the game, but
not terribly great at killing heroes prior to level like 4 maybe. Well, 3 heroes.
Hey Weeha, how you doing, buddy? He's going to run right in. He actually times the avalanche there, or the dodge of the avalanche perfectly, I should say, for Weeha, but isn't going to matter. The full 4-man squad arrives. They'll finish him off, and compLexity do grab a...
They were actually like way low on mana before. He didn't have enough mana to call down with his combo. They haven't had the armor from creeps.
They're going on mid again. On to Weeha. They do get off the full combo on Wee. He's going to doppelganger, but Limp is ready for that, and Limp now finds himself on a killing spree with a Blink Dagger about to come out, so...
Or Infused Main.
Oh, he's not even going to wait for it.
Moondrop.
Then he's just going to go. Limp's moving in. He wants resolution. Avalanche toss there to greet him. Sunstrike coming through, and with the Sunray as well, they'll get the kill. That's the Blink Gold, assuming he even gets it. I'm saying he's got a Blink Dagger, but who knows? Saksa trying for the TP out. That's not going to work, so Limp, screw Blink. I don't need it. I can do with the threat of a rotation. The tiny Blink, ready to go. He's got TP behind the tower. DC, this is risky business, and Sand King might go down here. Does end up dropping. Now the Sunray coming out. compLexity just swarming to the point of attack, while meanwhile up in the top lane it looks like Swindles
with like a Blink toss and a stun and a Sunstrike. I think he would have died without being able to get a stun off, and then they would just been...
Oh, again! Limp just going in on Weeha, deletes the the Phantom Lance, I should.
They have, like, once they take down their T1, there's so much area that they have to cover with wards that no one can really feel safe.
Limp going in on the tower and on the Sand King too. Move gets sent packing, and now they turn on to Saksa with Hanskin unleashing the CM ultimate. Again, very light on the stuns here. They just don't have anything without Sandkin as they chase on the Misery, looking for Bambi. Can they find him? Avalanche will cool down soon. The toss as well. He's going to have a full combo in about 3 seconds. He just goes to the Avalanche. The Graves does come out. Limp, though, he slightly mistimed this one. He's miscalculated. Swindle's not able to get there in time with the mech to save him. The Phoenix egg goes out. It looks like they may be able to bring down Weeha, though. He retreats, and meanwhile going splat on the back line. There's a nice Sunstrike from Chessie, lobbing in the Deafening Blast. He's going to try to clean this one up. Weeha just finished off, sliced in 2 by the Darkseer wall there as compLexity
Sentry on the Dazzle. So Limp is just kind of waiting there.
Up on the high ground, a little leg spike, but they do get the jump on Limp. There's the Burrow Strike call down as well. Big kill if they can grab it, and they will. Avalanche toss Tiny enraged as he hits the deck. Try to
Limp looking for him.
Important time not to die, but Limp scouts him out. Ooh, Scorpion. That's tasty. See ya. Hanskin going in for the chaos attempt. Not gonna happen.
Thinking they're not buying.
More effectively, Chessie grabbing the drums on the Invoker.
They see Phoenix not there though. compLexity will fight.
Limp's going for it. He says, screw it. Come back to Papa. Chuck Saksa on his team, and well, Dazzle almost certainly slated to fall here, but we'll have to see if the rest of the team can at least get some vengeance. Some of the tidy gets out of this one for being their opponents. Would it pressure them? But now the team's more to do it from a position of advantage. As resolution. Oh, the chuck back. Actually dodged the Avalanche there, but he is so far away from any sort of support. No hope of escape. He does manage to buy a Niflheimer before going down, but just been the Limp show. 6-2-7. Got a little hurt early, and he's going to start chucking the Dazzle too. The egg gets dropped right on top of him, roasting up the Shadow Freeze. It looks like they should be able to finish him off. Vacuum comes through. Kaboom. compLexity. Yep. It does feel like it's going to be all up to Moo getting a Blink. Sorry, turn this one around.
He's still working on it though.
22 minutes in, they might lose a PL as well. No, good doppelganger there. Combo not quite right, and Weeha even wanting to turn this one. My craggy proxy says, but Limp should be okay. That's off the PL. An overextension by Weeha, and
I think doppelganger might be faster for farming. I don't know. I just haven't seen too many Phantom Rush bursts. Oh,
Deep Freak out far mid, uncharacteristically out of position, but he does swoop away, and that... okay, that impetus animation is a little too much, man.
What about the Sunray being red?
The Sunray's okay. Not as... They're going to be able to take that deep angle that Misery drew, and he kind of realizes it too, decides we have to go straight in. They've been gone for way too long. Swindle's preemptively popping the pipe, though. That's going to be a free Roshan, and a smoke wasted by DC as well. Will secure their retreat, so in the end, it looks like Resolution committing the 10-second BKB. Now getting clipped by a Nova there. Complexity chasing to the right. They'll find the Avalanche on the high ground. Moo. Burrow striking in, but he really needs to make sure he gets off a good epicenter limp. He's lost the Aegis. He's lost it in an awkward position up on the high ground. Blank ready to go. Is he going to jump out? No, they're just going to four-step him away. Swindles another item up on the Darkseer. But Deep Freak did drop the egg. He's got... Oh, actually, the dive got interrupted there, so I'm not sure he makes it out of this one. Deep Freak just tried to pedestrian flap his way out, but Misery will prevent that. Gets the kill. They lose the Phoenix. They pop the Aegis. They did commit the BKB. They jumped on the ground, and Limp's going to snag it away from them. No, actually didn't get it. Resolution with the quick fingers there.
He's going to die.
But Limp made an effort. This could be a really big blunder by compLexity. As two have fallen, a third likely to join them. No blink available. No real way out for Limp. He maybe turns and tries to get another kill while Weehawk finds one on the bottom side. Swindles went down in the end. That's 4 heroes and an Aegis for Digital Chaos. Says, oh, that's a bad deal. Let's back up. Limp also retreating. See Freak and Icarus dive away, and Complexity playing a bit indecisive, but in the end, and managed to just find Resolution for free. They kind of gave DC the runaround there. DC did not keep the gyro supported like he was initially. Soxa going to try for the TB out the vacuum to cancel it. It's suddenly complexity getting their own 2 free kills.
That was like the first time this game, and Sunstrike pierces BKB, which is questionable, but it does.
Epicenter's coming. Do they have a pipe ready? They do. Swindles gonna let it go, and so they mitigate almost all the damage that Move brings to bear. It's gonna be up to Misery to get the kills here. He's working on Swindles. They back him back into the wall. Then the 4-step out. Can he get off that final killing imp? Doesn't look like it. They're driving him back to Britney Weehawk. The Sunstrike, oh, barely off the mark. Limp trying to finish the job. He doesn't have the combo ready though, and he's also low. It's up to Z-Freak to save him with the Sunray. Heroes respawning soon though. The tower not yet dead. Chessie also in deep. He's gonna have to back out. Those rainbow impetuses just rain in from above. complexity close, but no cigar. Cannot fully breach the base. Even showing the Dazzle bottom. And they're gonna use the scan kind of outside the pit, and they see there's a big ball of complexity heroes in the neighborhood, so. No vision up the hill, they're just running down the river. They're about to run into Limp, and Limp's on the high ground. He pops the BKB, so he turns and just starts smacking that helicopter. The cooldown doesn't come through though. Tries to follow this up, can they focus down Misery? Tiny's getting onto him with the BKB, bringing him pretty low. The pipe's there, they drop the egg as well. DC forced to retreat, they've only got the Crystal Maiden thus far. Not really a big deal, but if they get out cleanly.
Perhaps could be a Manta, perhaps a Scotty. As opposed to the normal Butterfly build. Butterfly is way better versus Tiny.
Oh, Moo, he got baited in here. Now he's trying to run away. Limp charging in though. He's taking too much damage up to that. He tries to back up the Sunray, not enough to keep him alive. DC just wrecked him. It was those impetuses again doing work. And now moving on to Chessie, Weeha, and his Illusion Army trying to bring down the Invoker. The Burrow Strike catches two. It does not catch the Invoker, however, who still holds the Aegis. And now the BKB already committed by Resolution. Can they focus Chessie down? He's entirely alone at this point. Doesn't seem to have any sort of backup as Z-Freak has also been hustled off the fight. One more poke from the Scorpion. Down he'll go. Chessie now going under cover of Ghostwalk, and they try to chase him. Move. This time they guess top though. And that means
they saw we at the rune.
Will get the jump here. Complexity moving in. They get a good avalanche toss. There's the meatball we were looking for. Chessie finds the opening, but Misery just working on him. He stays up close. Gets the Forge Spirits on him, trying to limit the damage output of that Enchantress. Being controlled quite nicely by Chessie. This entire fight, Misery hardly able to right click. He does manage to focus down the egg, but they've lost two. They're likely to lose Misery as well. Chessie showed up that fight in a big way. 4 dead, make it 5. Complexity clean house. They grab their gem as well. And they appear to be on their wings, watching your precious Enchantress.
Yeah, that's
that was a really
losing death right there.
No buyback. He's out of it for 80 seconds, and he is their damage. Even Resolution having to pop a BKB charge to try and end this game. He'll desperately split pushing the bottom lane, but don't think he's going to be able to do it as quickly as Limp can. And Limp actually, he's busy going for kills, gets the toss back on Zoxa into the team. And he's going to try to hoof it out of here now. Popping the BKB, committing on Zoxa. He manages to grave himself at critical HP, so he does survive. Doesn't take the fatal damage, and now it's up to the Sunray of Z-Freak to get out safely. Good hold so far by DC. You have to be careful not to overcommit, though, and end up getting punished. The egg now dropped. There's the Doppelganger back. Fighting nicely, they fought about 40-50 seconds here, the Enchantress respawn, and still, compLexity yet to get that next big kill, just the Dazzle down, that's it, but now the Gyro falls. 90 seconds, that's a dieback on him. Moo gets incinerated, make it 4, with none of those buyback, and this could well be the game. Weeha, about to be 5th on the list. Limp, another toss, another club, and it ends kind of the way it started, with Limp just running over them.
While getting tossed back into the opponent team while getting stun rate down without a BKB is just guaranteed
Devastating.
That's what happened to Resolution at the end of that fight. So I think Misery played extremely well this game, kind of compensating for Moo's early deaths and super late Blink Dagger, but finally compLexity get their game together. Invoker casts his spells, Tidy pops his BKB early on in the fight, and seemed to be foregone conclusion after maybe 25-30 minutes when
What are your biggest takeaways from this game, like if you're DC?